Hola chiquillos, hoy día vamos a hablar del presente regular, del verbo ser y del verbo tener. This is going to be kind of long notes. Sorry about that, that's just the way it worked out. But it should be very simple stuff, should be all review. As a heads up, I would highly recommend that you get a spiral notebook and you jot down some notes. There's something about writing by hand to help you memorize things and help you remember them later. So I highly recommend that you jot down things that you find important in here. So, el presente regular. I think it's important to talk about the conjugation chart and how it works. So here we have the pronouns, subject pronouns in English: I, you, he, she, you, we, y'all, they, and you all. Okay? So we look at that. Here's the corresponding pronouns in Spanish. So yo obviously means I, tú is you, and so forth. You can see what it all means. Notice that I've highlighted the red, and you'll kind of understand this in a second. But they don't quite fit the mold of this conjugation chart, and I'll tell you why in a second. But so this is organized in a special way. I don't know if anyone's ever explained this to you, but if they have, then I'm just going to explain it again. So the left side of this chart is all singular. If we take, so all of these is talking about one person. Okay. The right side is all talking about two or more people, so it's plural. Okay. This first row is talking about yourself, whether it's yourself as a singular person or yourself in a group. Okay. The second row is second person, so that's whoever you're talking to. Now that's where this doesn't quite fit in. These follow the conjugations for third person, whoever you're talking about, but they're talking directly to someone. Don't let this confuse you too much. As you recall, the tú and vosotros is more informal, talking to a group of friends or somebody you know personally. And you, usted, or ustedes, well, usted is talking to somebody who's more in a position of authority. And ustedes is just the more common. You basically only use this vosotros form in Spain, and if you're reading old texts. For example, it shows up a lot in the Bible in Spanish. So, or Don Quixote as well. So, on to the regular conjugations. These are for AR verbs. Here you have them. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. So you drop the AR on the end of the verb and you add these endings, okay? So for example, we have bailar. You drop the AR and add the appropriate ending. I'm sure you remember this. Okay. ER, same thing. Drop the ER and end O. S, A, hemos, es, en. Slightly different from AR verbs, but similar concept. For example, comer. So we have como, comes, come, comemos, coméis, comen. And we have IR verbs. So these are slightly different. O, es, e, imos, is, en. So escribo, escribes, escribe, escribimos, escribís, escriben. Okay. Now we're on to the verb ser, which is an irregular verb. It means to be. So we saw our tables here. Yo soy, tú eres, es, somos, and son. We'll kind of skip around with the vosotros. I'm not too worried about you guys learning it. I'd like you to be familiar with it, but I'm never going to test you on it. So yo soy means I am. Tú eres, you are. Él es, nosotros somos, and ellos son. So you use these, the verbs ser, to talk about these things. Apariencia, personalidad, nacionalidad, profesión, posesión, y tiempo. So this is your appearance, personality, nationality, profession, possession, whatever it was yours or theirs or something. And then tiempo, or la hora, what time it is. So for example, yo soy alto, tú eres cómico, él es colombiano, ella es doctora, el lápiz es de Ana, it's Anna's pencil, and son las 6, so 6 o'clock. So a few other examples. ¿Quién es él? Who is he? Él es un estudiante nuevo, Juan. ¿De qué nacionalidad es? Where is he from? And you can't quite see it down below, but it says es peruano. I'll have to fix that in the slide. Okay, so ¿cómo es? So ¿cómo es is a little bit different from ¿cómo estás? It means what is he or she or you if you're talking formally like. You have ¿cómo eres? What are you like? It's informal. And you answer this by saying something like yo soy alto, moreno, cómico e interesante. You want to describe yourself if you hear this. We'll talk more about this in class. Okay. Tener, it means to have, so it's expressing possession. Here we have the conjugations. Make sure you jot those down. Yo tengo 2 perros y un gato. I have 2 dogs and a cat. Ella tiene 5 hermanas y mi mamá tiene 2. These are all things that we have. I have animals. I have 5 sisters. My mom has I guess it cut it off on this thing, has a cough, is what tos is. Okay, so if we have tener plus some sort of number in the middle, then años, so it talks about how old we are. So, ¿cuántos años tienes? It means how old are you? Tengo 15 años is the number, 15. Tener que plus an infinitive means to have to do something. So, tener que ir al baño, or tengo que ir al baño, I have to go to the bathroom, gata pati. Tenemos que trabajar mucho, we have to work a lot, and then ella tiene que cuidar su hermanito, she has to watch her little brother. Tener ganas de plus the infinitive means to feel like doing something. So tengo ganas de comer helado. If you know what helado is, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone likes that. Tienes ganas de jugar al fútbol? Do you want to play soccer? And ellos tienen ganas de bailar. And there's a few idiomatic phrases, basically, that just don't make sense when translated directly to English, but they make perfect sense in Spanish. So, tener sed, tener hambre, tener miedo, tener razón, tener sueño, tener calor, or frío.